A mission to remove Auckland's level crossings, that's where your railway tracks and your roads intersect, is underway at the moment with the aim of improving safety, but also removing congestion, freeing up the city's roads, all that kind of good stuff. An $800 million project has kicked off in Takanini and Glen Innes to replace the level crossings with 8 overbridges for cars and pedestrians. Joining us now is Dean Kimpton, the Chief Executive of Auckland Council. Good morning.
Good morning, Ryan. How are you?
Good, thank you. How dangerous are level crossings?
Level crossings, right where we get intersection between road and rail, has resulted in about 1,240 collisions or near misses over the last decade. So these are dangerous. And what we find too is, from a safety perspective, people seem to be willing to take more risks to get across when they think it's safe to do so. Clearly it's not. So when you've got 260 tonnes of train coming at you at 50 to 80 kilometres an hour, the chance of survival is slim if you get hit.
So it's not that people don't know that they're there or don't know that the bells are ringing, they're just trying their luck.
Sadly, that is the case. But remember, it's not just about safety. Safety is really important. It also enables us to reduce congestion and increase movement of vehicles and freight, people getting around. And what we find is that some of the frustration for waiting results in people taking risks.
Yeah.
So if we can remove these, we result in a far better road network and rail network.
Same with people running going on the yellow light, because I'm sick of this.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in this traffic for an hour, I just want to get home. So
Yes.
people do it, they take risks.
People take risks.
All right, so how many have we got in the city at the moment?
Yeah, so there's about 45 left to do. We've already done a number as a result of CRL, which we're grateful for. We negotiated with the government to accelerate, and council, to accelerate funding to remove the next group of 8, which is around Takanini and Glen Innes, which is a great result, which will mean that we can reduce the frustration, like I said, for that part of the Southern Line in Auckland.
They're bloody expensive to do, aren't they?
800 plus million to remove 8 is expensive. Yes, I agree, but the cost of not doing it, and it also, if we get it right, we'll actually get greater public transport outcomes as well. Remember, we're turning CRL on. That's a $6 billion investment. So if we can enable better movement, safer movement, more reliable journey times, we really leverage the investment we've made in CRL.
How much do you think, from these 8, what do you expect in terms of congestion? How much longer, shorter will our commutes be?
Yeah, so look, that's already factored into the timetables. I think the greatest benefit will be to the road user and the pedestrian, so they won't have to wait. The trains are coming through anyway. We want them to come through in the new timetable. What we don't want is we don't want to get the road user deeply frustrated by having to wait because trains are coming through more frequently. That's why we're removing the level crossing conflict.
Yeah, all right. Hey, another thing I want to talk to you about, because it's a bugbear of mine, but this 50-cent parking metre transaction fee, I think it's called.
Sure. Yep.
So you've got no choice. When you go to pay for parking, you have no choice. You can't pay with cash. Or you can do it online, I'm sure, with an app or something, but you can't pay with cash, can you? Can't pay with a debit card. You have to pay with a credit card.
Yeah. So
and you get a 50-cent fee. Doesn't matter how much you're paying for the parking. Could be $3, could be 10. You have to pay 50 cents. And the government's trying to get rid of these extra fees. Every other council, every other parking administrator in this country is now reviewing it, except you. Why?
Oh, we're reviewing it too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, 100%. Of course. I get annoyed by the same thing that you do. We are going to review this. We're waiting to see what the legislation delivers us. Remember, when we went with contactless payments on the buses and the ferries and the trains, there's no transaction fee on that. So we will review the parking one, but we haven't made a decision yet. We want to see what the legislation holds. And for all your users out there, all your listeners, if you use the AT parking app, there is no transaction fee, and you only pay for what you use.
Okay, this is interesting, because I've not heard this from you guys before, because you've changed your tune on what the fee was actually for. Last year, Auckland Transport said it was for merchant fees and for fixing up, maintaining the terminals. Now you're saying actually it's just about maintaining the terminals. So which is it?
Look, I'm not going to go back into the past because I recognise some of the language has changed. I've now come up to speed on this issue, and that's the discussion that I've had internally. We are going to review it in line with the legislation.
When did you decide to review it?
Over the last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when the old language, where they said it was for merchant fees and for fixing the terminals, was that wrong or was that right?
Oh, no, the transaction fee does go to real cost. There's about, there are real costs around what we have to pay to the banks and maintaining the terminals. We get vandalism, so there's real cost in that. And if we don't It depends on how you recover that cost, because it ends up as a cost to the ratepayer otherwise.
Yes, but the government's saying you can't call it what you're calling it, right?
So if we need to change it, or if we need to change how we manage the recovery, then we will do that.
This is good. Is this because Scott Simpson came out and gave the hard word?
Well, he's given the hard word to everybody about their surcharges and transaction
fees. Did he say something to you guys directly?
No, not directly.
Okay, but you saw what he said in the media.
I'm sitting in your seat. I pay these transaction fees and surcharges like you do.